Hello. Today I'll be giving a speech about New York and how it's a great place to travel. Um, New York is the most populated city in the US with just over 8 million people as of 2019. It's located at the southern tip of the state, and I believe that New York is one of the best places to travel as well. I've been there one time, a long time ago, but I remember I really liked it, and I have an aunt that has lived there for over 30 years. There's so much to see in New York, really, and I will be taking you through all of the possible destinations that you could see. Um, so the Statue of Liberty is probably arguably one of the most iconic landmarks in the United States. Um, I've been going to the top and looking down over the Atlantic and out at the city it's awesome. And I believe, well, I don't believe, but I think it's probably one of the most American landmarks, and if you're a true American, you really need to see it. Next is the Empire State Building. The Empire State Building's was the tallest building in the city before the World Trade Center was built. Going to the top and looking down at the city is crazy. You can see the whole city. That was probably my favorite part, going to the top of the Empire State Building. Next we have Central Park. Central Park is the most visited urban park in the United States. It has 3.8 million visitors a year, around that, estimated. You can go to the Central Park Zoo. There's a lot of cool landscape features, such as Rad Rock and the Harlem Mirror. I definitely recommend going to Central Park. Next is Times Square. Times Square is crazy. It's truly the busiest street or section in the world. Yeah, everywhere you look, there's an advertisement on a big billboard. At night, Times Square is crazy. Yeah, definitely go to Times Square. Next is Yankee Stadium. Yankee Stadium. It's probably the most iconic baseball stadium in the country. I went to one of the final games in the old Yankee Stadium. It got remodeled in 2007. Yeah, but the new stadium still has like the traditional look, because the Yankees are like all about tradition. So like the stadiums looked pretty similar since like it first was built, which is cool. Yeah, definitely going to a Yankee game is definitely a cool thing. Next is Madison Square Garden. Madison Square Garden is really quite like New York, as in like it's been around for a long time. It's a huge part of the city. It's home of the Knicks. It's held a lot of big games and concerts and festivals. Yeah, definitely recommend going to either a Knicks game or a concert at Madison Square Garden. That about does it. Yeah, I really recommend traveling to New York. It's a great place. There's a lot of history. It's definitely a city, yeah, that has a big, or has had a big impact in this country, and I think it's a great place to travel. Thank you all for listening.